In this video, I'll take a look at the first 5 video games I've ever played. There are probably more than 5, but these are all the ones I can still remember. Keep in mind that this is all quite early stuff, so all the games will be presented to you in glorious CGA graphics. CGA stands for Color Graphics Adapter and was IBM's first graphics card. These graphics rely heavily upon the beautiful interplay of cyan and magenta. So, next time you're looking to redecorate your home, you know where it's at. CGA is sexy. Now would also be an opportune time for all you headphone users out there to lay down those sweaty earmuffs. You'll thank me later. The 5 games I'm gonna focus on are Paratrooper, Bouncing Babies, Tapper, GATO and Alley Cat. Paratrooper was written in 1982 by Greg Cooperberg and was basically a clone of the game Sabotage on Apple II. This, however, is the only version to feature 7 seconds of PC speaker Bach. I have fond memories of this one, and I would recommend this, if it were not for the controls. Get this. You aim your cannon by pressing the right or left arrow key to start a clockwise or counterclockwise rotation, which will go on until you press the up arrow to fire. It's incredibly awkward. Even for 1982, this control scheme was horrible. If you want to go for this type of game, I suggest you stick to Night Raid. Other than that, what you see is what you get. The second game I played was Bouncing Babies, which was developed in 1984 by Dave Baskin. There isn't much to say about this one. Babies are falling out of a burning building and you have to keep the pavement clean. It's basically the same as the Puppy Love stage in Earthworm Jim 2. Like with most games in this list, you'll have to turn down the cycles and DOSBox quite a bit, or this game will go apeshit. Also, sometimes this game will screw with you by freezing for a fraction of a second. In a timing-based game, that's a big no-no. But for all I know, this could just be a problem with DOSBox. The one lesson I learned from this game is that the amount of babies it is acceptable to drop is precisely 4. Any more and you're in trouble. So, to all you older brothers and sisters out there who were wondering whether you were still in the green, here's your answer.
Kick the baby!
Next up, we have Tapper. It's a 1983 port of the arcade game, but much easier than the original. It's not Budweiser, and it's not root beer anymore either. Now it's Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew and advertising, huh? Tell me, whatever happened to that new flavor you wanted people on the internet to name? Well, never mind. The mechanics are intact even though the gameplay is much less hectic. Tapper is a decent enough port. Give it a try. Now, GATO is an interesting one. This game is an early submarine simulation and as such is much more involved than the previous 3. And because every simulation is a learning experience, they even give you some real information in full motion video.
First commissioned in 1936, the GATO was one of America's largest ever class of submarines.
Nah, not really. It's a floppy, remember? But you can read a few fact sheets should you be so inclined. When you start the game, you get treated to this mission screen. This is really the speed it runs at. Let me speed it up for you. Maybe even faster? Glad you took those earphones off yet? I bet someone like Chris Essig could tell you a few interesting things about this game. Not me though. What you are about to see exemplifies my experience with the game quite well. What do I think of this game? Simulation. Too complex. Can't be bothered.
Yeah, but it's complex. Don't you understand?
Finally, we have Alley Cat. Created by Bill Williams in 1983 for the Atari 8-bit computers, Alley Cat was 1 year later ported to MS-DOS. Unlike the previously mentioned games, this one does not have a newer version that has been improved upon. This game is really strange and really good. You are Freddy the Cat and want to visit your girlfriend Felicia. Can't show up though without getting some dinner first. Climbing through a window will get you to one of 5 rooms in which you can grab a bite to eat. All of the rooms contain enemies, like electric eel, magic brooms, and lots of dogs. In this room you can get milk. I wonder whether they share that too. Maybe they do like the birds. Never mind. To me, this dog has always been especially badass. I'm telling you, he could totally take Batman.
Hey, stop! I'm Batman.
Told you so. After having procured dinner, you've got to reach Felicia. If you do, you gain a life, and the game starts over with slightly increased difficulty. The controls on this one are a little sluggish, but other than that, I really love it. Look, it's even got a catchy theme tune. Go get it. And while you're at it, paint your house magenta. Here's a question. Who would win in a fight? A rocket-propelled bear with a laser attached to its head, or Guybrush with the dog I just showed you?